What's up, everybody? All right, we're gonna try this Wednesday live once again. Oh, I'm using a different camera webcam today, so we're gonna try this one out, see how it does. The other one, it actually turned out better than I thought it was after it like loaded and processed and everything. But hopefully you can hear me. That's like a main thing with these is that you can actually hear me on here. So let me send this message. And then today, I don't have like a specific topic. I just wanted to get on here with you all. I said how I could use my Wednesdays where I normally post a long form video and do live stream because I've been wanting to do some live streams anyway. And when I'm at this location, it makes it easier for me to be able to do that instead of being out in like nature in the country and stuff like that. Streaming is just, it might be more laggy at that point. So when I'm here, I'm going to be able to do this. So we're going to do this now. I'm trying to see what side. What's my hair doing back there? Anyway, all right. So, yeah, I don't really have a topic today necessarily. I thought about one last night, and then you're supposed to write it down because you're gonna forget. Even if you think you won't, you're gonna forget. And so, yeah, I just don't remember it at this moment. But it's all good. What's happening is I'm eating an early dinner. I'm eating some Indian food. So y'all excuse me for a little bit while I do that. Well, make sure everything's set up on here correctly. Oh yeah, I forgot I could share my screen, but I probably won't do that today. I thought about a few different things that I could be doing while I'm on here, and I also want to be productive. Like if I can do this Wednesday video, talk to you all, bring you some good, valuable information, or just be here with you, and also get something done, which will be helpful. Now, one, I could do something more creative, something that I enjoy, which if you didn't know, I like to do collages. Just got into this over like the last year, I think it's been. And I go around and I try and find like free magazines and stuff in different places or just paper paraphernalia and cut out different things that stick out to me. Whenever I tell somebody that, they're always like, oh, you're going to do a vision board. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's not my intention to do, but it sometimes does kind of come together into that. Now, I have one here I'm not going to show you because this is more of a personal one, but it came together very well. I really like it. I even take like fortune cookies that I get from different meals and stuff, or like whatever paper material that can be in a collage. And you can even do stuff that's not paper material, but I haven't gotten that far yet. Like I said, I'm just starting out on my collage journey of things. And I just start piecing it together. And then at this point, like I have some baggies full of different cutouts because I'll just sometimes just sit there one time and just start cutting out everything out of a magazine. Then I'll just collect it all. Then now I just organize and separate it by like text. If it's just font and text, put it in a bag. If it's like related to certain areas, I'll put it in a bag. And that way, depending on what I actually want to make, I can like pull from those different bags. And then I also have some bags that I've already put together that either match by the color or the style or the vibe or the topic or theme. And I've already put some of those together so that when I'm ready to just do a collage, like I could do one today, right now, I can just pull one of those bags that already have everything together that I want together. And I already know what I'm going to use for that. Then it's just cutting it to size and gluing it down. Oh, getting a text. Sorry, y'all. My mom, I guess a loose horse is out there. But yeah, so doing that, collaging, or I can do some work, which if you didn't know, I titled this video like Wednesday work day or something like that, because I have something that I need to get done today. If I can get it done while I do this, that would be very helpful. This is like mirrored or something. I'm feeling like it feels like off to me because this is this side. Anyway, I don't know if I could switch that. Let me see for a second. Yeah, I don't really think I can. I don't know. Maybe with that other, now she's calling. With that other camera, I can't pause this. Yeah, she's trying to video chat, y'all. Of course, I'm gonna get on here right now. Oh, I can mute it. I don't want to mess up the video though. Hold on a second. Yep, sorry about that. I was on a video call real quick. My mom was telling me how there's a wild horse running around out there and all these people trying to catch it. So I just got on there. But what's up? How you doing? Thank you for joining me. All I'm doing right now, I'm eating some food and debating on whether or not I want to do a collage, like something that I enjoy, or do this work that I need to get done right now. And I feel like since I'm on here, then I would just go ahead and do the work because I need to get it done. And this is kind of important. I guess I'll go ahead and kind of talk about this for a second, is the fact that I've been talking about on my channel, if you watch my videos, how I've been working on this project. And I've been working on it for it's actually been something that I've been wanting to do and kind of slowly working towards, but it wasn't happening about 4 years ago. And then now it's picked up, like I've been able to actively do it, and it's picked up momentum and like really seeing progress and it almost having it physically manifest until yesterday when it all just felt like it was falling apart. And yeah, just really frustrating time. And yeah, again, and I've talked about this, about how you feel like you're taking like 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back. And actually talked to one of my friends today. We don't talk very often. I don't really talk to a lot of people very often, honestly. But we talked today, and it was some good news about like her mom and things like that. And but she's still going through some stuff, and we both kind of talk about the things that we're going through and whatnot, and catching up and all that. And I was just saying, although it may not look like it, there are things that are moving forward. There are things that are happening that are more favorable. Although it feels like we're still dealing with this sludge of whatever that has been happening, what's been carried on from the past cycle that we've been through and things like that. It's like the clearing out of those old things that can't come with us. It's still kind of clearing out. And it's frustrating though, because I'm like, you work hard and you do these things and you think you're doing the right thing, and just all these things. Is this music? If the music's loud, let me know. But yeah, you think you're doing all these things right, or what you should be doing, or whatever it is. And all you're doing is trying to provide for your family. All you're doing is trying to just like survive and eat food and live in your house and be comfortable, right? But things just keep happening and feel like you're not getting anywhere. That's that stuck feeling that I talk about a lot. And it's that feeling of drowning. You can't breathe, and that heavy weight that you feel on you. You can't see it, but you feel it. And it's like, but not physically necessarily, although people feel pain and things, but like you feel it in your heart, you feel it on your mind, you feel it in your energy. It's just heavy. And so we were just talking about that, and like, so we're still going through the process of letting that old stuff fall off or letting the processes happen, because a lot of it's waiting on other people, waiting on these processes, like literal, like if you legal stuff, you have to wait on the process, you have to wait on the paperwork, you have to wait on all the steps. I'm dealing with certain manufacturers that are in different countries, which means the time delay in between communication is a thing. You have to wait sometimes, and it's out of your hands at that point. And it can be frustrating. And again, when it feels heavy, you feel like you can't breathe, that's hard. Like you're trying to move forward and you can't breathe and you feel like you're being sunken into the ground. Like growing up, we all had like this fear of quicksand, and it's like, well, where is the quicksand? Because I ain't never known nobody that got stuck in no quicksand, but it was a big thing for some reason. And but it feels like that. It's like you can see the things, you can almost reach it, but you feel stuck. You feel like you're kind of sinking as well sometimes. No matter what you do, you fight harder, you just sink further down. So frustrating. It's so frustrating. But I'm sharing this because I'm feeling it and I know how it feels. But it doesn't mean to stop. It doesn't mean to give up. It doesn't mean that this is all that there is and will be either. It actually means that you're learning how to maneuver in those situations. Now, me dealing with these manufacturers and dealing with these different situations and things, I've learned so much. And repetition, that's what it was. I remember now. This is what I was thinking about last night. Reps, putting the reps in. If you let me know if you can hear me or not, because I don't want to keep doing this if you can't hear me. Now, somebody's out there. Let me know if you can hear me, if you hear me talking, and then also if this music is too loud, let me know, because we're going to talk about this. Putting the reps in, which means I need to do the work. So that's the choice. I'm not going to collage today. We'll get to that maybe next Wednesday. But 10-4, awesome. Love it. And so I'm going to do this in a minute. But first, reps, putting the reps in. Of course, we know it from fitness, right? You put your reps. What are reps? Repetitions. That means you repeat an act. You repeat a movement over and over, putting the reps in. Now, I talked about in about 2 videos ago how we can use that for different areas of our life. And in the fitness industry, if you want to build your muscle, build strength, you're going to lift heavier, but you're going to do shorter reps, which means I'm only going to do 8 reps, 8 to 10 reps, no more than 12, right? Muscle memory, yes, we'll get there. But only 8 to 10 reps. That's it. But I'm going to lift heavier at that point, the 8 to 10 reps. Now, if I want to cut fat, I'm going to do more reps. So I'm going to do 15 reps or more. So that's doing this over and over and over and over and over. It's going to take longer, because not only do I do this side, but I got to do this side to even it out. You don't want to just do this one side. And I don't look, AI now, who knows what's what. But there's the one dude, I saw him before, and he has this huge, was it trap? Is that what it is? I think that's what this is. The trap. It's been a minute, y'all. I did exercise phys and all. I was going into physical therapy when I first went to college, so I should know this. But it's been, that was in 2005. Okay, it's been a while. He has this huge one because all he did was train this one side. For whatever reason, I don't know if he's just trying to get clicks, or people do that stuff nowadays, do some craziness just to get people to engage. Lost about 200, dang, yeah, 200 pounds. Do you understand how much dedication and time it took to do that? That's sticking to something. That means you really want it. 200 pounds. Look, 50 pounds is a big feat. I mean, anything really, when you haven't lost anything in a while. A year, 200 pounds in a year? What? See, I need to know that regimen. What was going on there? That food, too. But yeah, the dude with the big trap, it's huge. He was huge on one side. So you have to do both to even it out, because you go here, and now you're straining all this, and it's going to be a whole thing. And your alignment in your body, when I talk about alignment and stuff, really, he's a van dweller. Huh. I don't know if I've ever, big nugget. I don't know if I've ever seen him on there. But yeah, so alignment, when I talk about alignment, sometimes I am talking about like in the spiritual sense, the mental and heart coherence sense, but also your body, your physical body alignment. That's why you go to a chiropractor, right? To look at your alignment in your body. Because when something's off, it messes up other areas. And then over a period of time, that affects other things in your body. So going to get an adjustment every so often is a good idea. Even me, like I have nothing wrong with me. I'll get x-ray. They're like, oh, you're fine. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like you actually like really good neck posture and all this. But I just need that realignment sometimes. It's needed. And hey, get her done, putting that work in. Repetitions, we talk about this. I may have to change the title to this too afterwards. But all right, so alignment. This is why shoes are important. Like now we're on these rubber heels and rubber shoes, rubber soles and things like that. One, we're not connected to the ground. That's a different thing. And then two, you wear them for style. Like daggone, the kids walking around not trying to crease their shoes and walking like this, like over a period of time, that messes with your body. As a kid, it's probably not, but when you get older, if you continue to do something like that, it will. And so, just your shoes affects your alignment in your body. Sometimes it's down to your shoes. I love good Vibram shoes. I think that's how you say it. Vibram, I don't know. But anyway, a lot of shoe companies have started to take their sole and put it onto their shoes, and they do like a partnership now. But any of those type of shoes, I really like their company and everything. But it does affect, when you get to that level, we start talking about those toe shoes. They're funny, they're not fashionable, but it helps your body. And you get barefoot shoes and things like that. But we can go there another day. I'm sure we will. Right now, alignment, body posture. And then going back to what I was talking about, putting the reps in. So, in fitness, you put them reps in, it's going to give you results. What is this? Snow dabs. I hope I'm saying that right. Like you said, muscle memory. The effect of putting your reps in is you will then have muscle memory. It becomes easier. You do. We're practicing. It's putting the reps in. It's practice. You do it over a period of time. It gets easier. It doesn't mean that it will be fun all the time. It doesn't mean that you're going to find joy in doing laundry or something like that. But it's muscle memory. Before you had to think about how much do I pour in? What do I set it on? You need to think about all the little things. But once you put the reps in, that part becomes easier. You don't use any of your brain power for that. Driving. Sometimes we zone out and don't remember how we got somewhere. Because it's muscle memory. You've done it so many times. We can back up without thinking. We can do it all with talking. You can do it now. You're not supposed to be holding your phone, looking at your phone. Some watching videos and scrolling. Looking at the screens that are in our cars now. It's all muscle memory now because you've done it so many times. You've experienced it in different situations. Now you know what to look out for and what to watch for. But otherwise, it's easy for you, right? And so I do appreciate y'all joining me right now. I'm supposed to be eating. My food's getting cold, so I'm going to eat a little bit. But put the reps in. So let me think about what I was going to say too, because talking about repetitions. All right. It's a repetitive action. That's boring, right? Like at a certain point, it's boring. But in order to get the results you seek, losing 200 pounds in a year, that's insane. In order to get the results that you seek, you have to do it. I just posted. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Babe Budgets said that you can hear me. And yeah, so in order to get the results that you seek, I posted a video on my TikTok, and I'll have to share it here on my YouTube as well. And it says, here, let me pull it up for you so I get this right. And this is what one of my main focuses is now, something that I say to myself to remind myself of what I'm doing and everything. So, go here. All right. All right, you see that? First of all, this is my TikTok. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me. All right. It says, I choose actions I can repeat, give them time to grow, and let the results speak for themselves. I talk about the law of gestation. Believe it or not, it's up to you. But trees grow, plants grow. This is our world we live in. Put it in the ground. If you nurture it, nourish it, give it the water, give it the right lighting, it will grow. Start look into, it's been a minute since I've done this, but I started looking into how do plants know where to grow? They're planted in the dark, in the soil. How do they know to grow up? We could say gravity, which is inertia. We can say that. But even then, how does it know which way is up? When you start looking into yeah, it gets kind of wild, because they do know which way is up through the way molecules and everything that work inside, and it knows how to grow up. It's a seed. This is a inanimate object. Is that what you say? It's an inanimate object. I'm sorry, Nina Simone, but we're gonna have to switch that song. But yeah, so anything. Anyway, you're an intelligent being. You know which way is up. You know which way you want to go. Put the reps in, which means you just show up. You show up, you get to the spot. Like me with this live. Look, I got a lot I got to do right now. And getting on here, posting videos, not on my list of things I really want to do. I mean, I got to like put clothes on and brush my hair and set this up, because I don't leave the camera on all the time. I unplug it. I got to get all this together, make sure it's working right. I got to get on here and talk and use my energy to do this. I can so easily not do it. But putting the reps in, staying about what I said, not just for those that watch this content, but also for me. Because when you do what you say you're going to do, you build trust, you build self-trust with yourself. I'm not talking about anybody else but me. I built that trust and that confidence that I know I will do it. I know I will show up, and I will get better, and it will get easier. I will learn. I'm going to get better at my speaking on here. I know I say a lot of ums in my video, but a lot of y'all like it raw. And so I just leave it like that. Plus, it takes extra editing and things. And I'm just trying to be consistent. It's not going to be perfect. That's about doing the reps. It's not always going to be perfect. It's about being consistent. You repeat over a period of time. It's also something like you have to hear the information at least like 7 times before it sticks. That means you have to repeat the things over and over, the actions, the words, over and over before it can start to stick. Okay, everybody starts somewhere. Everybody's a beginner at something. Don't judge yourself off of where you're starting. And if you stop, pick it back up. You're not starting from the beginning. You've already learned. You already know the things. Like me with the handstands. I haven't started it. I have been stretching. I did go work out. I haven't done my whole 3 days a week working out full on. But I worked out and then 2 of Qigong, lymphatic system movement. And so next week, I will try again to get my 3 days of actual working out, which is the main focus of mine. So I will get that in. That's important to me. Before that, I'm going to eat this chicken. None of that food is cold. But I hope y'all are doing good out there. I don't really want to talk while I'm eating though. But I got one of those spinning rings. So if you hear that, that's what that is. And if you see me with this, that's what I'm wearing. Okay. I usually do it when I go out in public or if I'm going on a trip or something like that, because it helps me. It gives me something to do with my hands. It's also textured. So I like it. I hope y'all doing good out there. It is Wednesday. Hump day. A good day to check in. Check in with yourself. Make the adjustments as needed. All right, y'all. Just give me a minute. I'm going to eat this and get to work making these edits that I need to make. I appreciate the love. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Since I have TikTok open, I'm going to go ahead and go live on TikTok too. I don't know the last time I did that was. We're just going to throw this up here. Oh, man. I have to make a title for this. All right, I don't know what else to put on here. Ooh, I gotta turn it around. It'll flip. Here we go. All right. Here we go. What's up, TikTok? Got YouTube up here. I'm eating, y'all. Excuse me. I'm going to talk in a minute when I'm done. Well, I hope y'all doing good. This is good. Okay. I'm going to take a break from the food. TikTok, if you're joining me, I'm on YouTube Live as well. And I was talking about putting the reps in. Why it's important to put your reps in. What does it even mean when people say put the reps in? It's repetition. You're doing something consistently over a period of time to get results. Now, the thing is, like when we go into personal development, things like that, goal setting, you need to be specific. If I don't know what I want, then how do I know when I'm going to get it or what it looks like? So I need to be specific. And this is something that I've been working on more recent, like in the past year, is getting more specific on the things. So putting dates, putting actual numbers to it. Like if I were to lose weight, I'm not just going to say I want to lose weight. I'm going to say I want to lose this amount by this day. But you got to really want it as well. And that's the hard part too, is because sometimes we think we want it and we don't really want it. We want what it's going to give us. We want the feelings. We want the validation. We want the effects of what a person that has that will get. And the thing is, we don't really want it because that means we have to become that person. But we don't want to give up these other things in order to become that person. So that's why you have to want it bad. That's why Eric Thomas, he got famous. Well, one of his biggest videos that really boosted him in front of a lot of people was one where he talks about wanting it as bad as you want to breathe. He was saying the story about, I think it's the monk or something like that had his student or his protege or whoever it was asking him, how to do something. I don't know the exact wording and everything. And he told him to go into the water. And then when he got into the water, he held him under the water and he kept him under there until basically he really wanted to breathe. And then he fought hard enough to get out. But until he did that, he didn't really want it. So he was just talking about how, like, until you want it as bad as you want to breathe, you're not going to go after the thing. You're not going to really put the effort and energy behind going after it. It has to be something that you really want. Now, a lot of people run from pain, but you could also go towards pleasure. But it has to be something that you really want. And if you run from pain, it works only for a period of time. That's the whole thing of, if you have resentment or you want to do something to make others feel a certain way, like if somebody told you wouldn't do something. Now, look, I'm saying it because I done been there. If you want to do something that others said you couldn't do, or you want to prove somebody wrong, or whatever the thing is, you'll do it for a period of time, but it's only going to get you so far. Like I said, at a certain point, you're like, you know what? Well, I'm comfortable. I'm good. I'm good on that. Because you were doing it to prove a point or to do it for somebody else. But if you want to get further, to get real lasting results, then you go towards the pleasure. But you have to know what that is, what it really looks like. And that's a journey to go on. Now, I would talk about these different things with a personal development group that I'm in, and shout out to the Wild Dogs. But one of the things was I started setting 10-year goals. And with talking with certain people, it was hard for them to even think that far in advance. And I remember that because I was there. Like, what does that even look like? But you just break it down. Instead of 10 years, we can do 5 years. Instead of 5 years, I can do 2 years. Instead of 2 years, I can do 1 year. Instead of 1 year, I can do 6 months. I'm sure you can plan some goals for 6 months from now. If you never set goals before, if you just kind of went and flowed in life and did whatever, maybe now's the time to do that. Maybe now's the time to kind of set some things up for yourself to work towards. A lot of people say, I have no drive in life anymore. I don't want anything, which is so unfortunate. And I understand because of everything that's going on in the world, and a lot of our nervous systems are shot. And why? We're working for a company we don't like, or they don't like us, or they're not in it for us. And then what are we doing it all for? I know growing up as a millennial, it was like, well, you're not going to have Social Security. So why do any of that stuff? I mean, that's when I started traveling. RV life. Built out a van. Started traveling some more. Because I was like, why would I go sit in a cubicle? Why would I save up for Social Security and I'm never going to get it? I went to college. Got debt from it. For what? Because when I graduated, there were no jobs in the industry I was going into. Okay? Especially not in the area I lived in on the East Coast. They didn't have film jobs like that on the East Coast. Like, you got to go, to LA? Maybe New York. Now you can go to Atlanta, thanks to Tyler Perry down there. But before that, it wasn't those options. So I started my own business. No excuses. I started to do music videos for the local community. Commercials, regional stuff. Okay, getting gigs where I could, because you had to survive. And I didn't want to work for someone else like that anymore. Okay, I'm not going to go on a whole tangent about my work experience and all of that. But, I mean, I've done a lot of different things in my life to get by, to survive. But the way I'm made, the way I think, is very hard for me to stay at a corporation or job like that for a long period of time. And so when I get burned out, when I'm done, then I'm done. It's time to move. I'll figure it out. Something else will happen. Something else will work. I have skills because I put the reps in certain areas. So I do have skills. I know how to do certain things. I build websites. I do marketing, social media. Okay? Comes easy to me. I take apart computers and stuff. I was looking here because I have my laptop that crashed on me the other day. I used to take them apart. iPhones, Apple Watches. Take them apart, put them back together, put new parts in. Buy parts on eBay, put it in, sell it, resell. I used to resell. Then I worked for an auction company in Houston. Estate sales online. Build out the shipping department there. Like I've talked about this before on the last live I did last week. I don't need to go down the whole resume of things. I'm just saying that you adapt and you maneuver. You can figure it out. I just talked about change. That was my last video on YouTube. TikTok, if you're here, I'm on YouTube Live right now. But I just talked about this on how I done lost what I was about to say. Look, y'all distracted me. What was I saying? Oh, auction company. I was talking about change. That's it. It's okay to change. It's okay to change. It's okay to want change, and it's okay to change. It's okay to change your mind. Now, granted, of course, there's different situations and scenarios. Use caution. Be mindful. All the things. But it's okay to change. We lock ourselves in. And if you've watched my posts on TikTok recently, YouTube Shorts, you'll see a lot of my old videos that I've clipped from YouTube. Some of my old videos that have done well, or that has some content or information in it that I want to share, and I believe that it's needed right now. So I clip it to share it so I can reach those that need to hear it, because I said I'm the queen of pivoting. Talk about change. I'll change. But it's for a reason. It's not like I'm just, well, I'm not going to say that in my past, I have not done things for the plot. I do not recommend it. I do not recommend it. Especially if you're over the age of like 30. Any age. Like just usually not the best decision. Doing it for the plot is probably not the best decision. Because usually you're not in alignment with your true goals and what you really want. You're just doing it to feel something right now. And if you're doing it to feel something right now, you're lacking something. Life's not fulfilling. And a lot of times those things that you're doing is temporary. And if you know that you probably shouldn't be doing it and you're questioning it, so you're going to do it for the plot, that means you probably shouldn't be doing it. It does. You knew. You did it anyway. You got to take what comes. You will. But you'll also be like, probably shouldn't have done that. But hey, to each their own. We live, we learn. Hopefully we learn. And we move on from there. And so if you're new here on TikTok, I am live streaming on YouTube right now. So if you see me looking up, that's what I'm doing. I'm also trying to eat my food, which has gotten cold. I have some, is it Tiki masala? I don't know. That's a big piece of chicken. I mean, y'all don't want to see me out here doing all that. But I was talking about putting your reps in. And also change, that it's okay to change. I think a part of it too is feeling lonely when you change and nobody else is. You're fighting so hard to tell people like, hey, do you know this? If you knew this, you would do this. Listen, this is happening. Do this. This could help you. You know it can help them. Whatever it is. Or you want someone to do the things with. Sometimes you got to do it on your own. It's going to be lonely. It's going to be lonely. Especially if you're doing something that's different than the norm. And when I say the norm, I mean the people around you, the environment you're in, the community you're in. If you're doing something different than everyone else, you will be judged. You will feel alone. It will be hard. Do you really want it? Do you really want it? If you really want it, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It will be hard. It's going to feel hard some days, but you do it anyway. You do it anyway. This goes back to the reps I was talking about. I posted a video yesterday on TikTok. I would have to pull it up on here again. I said it earlier. But basically, you find something that you can repeat. You do it for a period of time. The results speak for itself. If you want something bad enough, you reverse engineer. This is why I was talking about my 10-year goals. If you can't do 10-year, break it down. 5-year, 2-year, 1 year, 6 months, whatever you could do, whatever the thing is you want. Be specific. As specific as you can. You start where you start at. You may not know. It took me 10 years to figure out a 10-year plan, what I really wanted. 10 years from that. Okay? It did. It happens. You get clarity as you go. So I take, let's say, by the end of this year, or by this time next year, my year goal, by this time next year, I want bigger muscles. I want to be doing my handstand again and holding it. I was able to do it for 5 seconds. Let's say I can just hold it now. Not even for a period of time, because I can just hold it. I mean, till, my arms get real exhausted, but I should be able to hold my handstand consistently for a period of time. So we'll go ahead and say 10 seconds. Because like I told you, got to be specific. 10 seconds. Build my muscle up. Now, I can measure and I can say, okay, I want it to be this much muscle, blah, 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 to get more specific. But for right now, in this example, we're just going to say handstand 10 seconds. All right? A year from now. Reverse engineer. What does it look like? What do I need to do to get to that point, to be that person? That means I had to practice, right? What do I practice? I'm going to look it up. Calisthenics. All that is body. You don't need any equipment. You use your body to work out. That's push-ups, pull-ups, dips, handstands, any type of holds and things like that with your body and no other tools. Usually, the pull-up bar and stuff like that, use the bars and whatever, but calisthenics is just using your body. And that's pushing and pulling with just your body. So that means I need to find out what are the moves that I need to do to be able to hold a handstand. First, just hold it. Oh, wait, I actually need to build up my strength in my shoulders, probably, right? I'm going to look up somebody on YouTube, figure out what I really need, but I'm just saying I'm going to break this down on reverse engineer from what I want. If I say I want to lose weight, how much? Where do I want to lose weight at in my body? I'm going to get more specific. What do I actually want? Is that I want to lose the number on a scale? Because we could do that. Or am I trying to keep the number off? Am I looking to look more toned, or do I just want to cut some fat? Like in the midsection. Like, what is it? Do I want to build up strength? I don't really want to lose weight, come to find out. I want to look smaller. I don't necessarily need to cut my numbers down, but I want to be stronger. I want to look smaller and be stronger. That's different than just losing weight. Body recomposition is what you're looking into. Okay. I don't know if that music is loud. That started to get a little loud. I don't even know what this. It's the Apple playlist that's like supposed to give me what I like, but I don't think it's giving me what I like. Okay, that's something I like. All right. Anyway, we reverse engineer backwards. If I want my business to make a certain amount of money, how can I do that? I would reverse engineer it. How many people do I need to purchase for a certain price? And then from there, what can I do? What's the creation? What's the value? Whatever it is. And then how do I make that? And then the steps to making it. So we're just reverse engineering. We like to look at something and think it's so big, like I could never be that. I really want it, but I can never be that. That's too much work. Because we're looking at the end result. Break it down. Make it simpler. A good thing, and this is a genius concept. A planner. A lot of people, I don't know why you don't use one. I don't want y'all seeing all my stuff, but a planner. Get yourself a planner. Okay? Reverse engineer. Put it on the calendar. The thing is, you don't trust yourself because you haven't stuck by your word consistently in a long time. So you don't have confidence in yourself doing the thing. This is being real. It's not that you don't really want it. It's not that you don't think you can have it. It's that you don't trust yourself and you don't have the confidence. And you don't want to feel shame from doing it. You don't want to feel judged from trying. That's what it is. We don't want to be judged for trying. We really talk about it. Let's get down to the real emotions. Because again, the thing that you want is emotions. Because it's going to take work when you get there. You can want it, but it's still going to be work when you get there. So do you really want it? You can be consistent when you get there? You can be that person when you get there consistently? You want that feeling. You want the feeling that you're confident. You want the feeling of validation, that you're loved, that you actually did the thing, that you can be consistent. These are emotions that you want, that you're seeking. This is why we don't have fulfillment in life anymore, where it's hard to find fulfillment because we don't know what it is. I talked about it already. Of course, we all know this by now, I'm sure, especially if you're on TikTok. Your nervous system. You can't hold those feelings if your nervous system is not regulated, if it don't feel safe. If you don't feel safe in here, you can't hold in your home safe emotions for a period of time. If you went into someone's home that wasn't safe, that didn't feel safe, you're not going to stay there. You might not even go into the door, go through the door. You're not going to eat the food. You're not going to sit down. You're not going to feel comfortable even if you did. And you don't want to go back again. So why do you think those safe emotions are going to want to come inside of your home if you don't provide it that space, that safe space? So that is the whole regulating of the nervous system. We can use all the terms we want. It's creating safety in your body. Now, yes, your literal nervous system needs to be regulated. And there's different ways you do that. And again, it takes a process, a period of time. And TikTok is trying to lie me out. All right. But what we want are these feelings, but we cannot hold the feelings. So we regulate the nervous system, find that safety. And this is when I talk about your state. And I've been trying to figure out how to say this because I didn't know, I never really heard about it before, things like that, till I've learned and start practicing all these things. Now I have different understandings of it. But what does it mean when someone says your state of being? It's how you show up. It's what you hold, your state. What is that? You can even say your aura that you give off. But where does that aura come from? The state. Now, again, there's a lot of different ways we can say this, but I'm just going to come from it as the angle of this is the energetic resonance that you put out, your aura. You can control that. Now, again, there's levels to this. If you are at the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy, then that means safety and security needs to be worked on. Safety and security in your nervous system and in your physical environment. If you've grown up in poverty, trust me, I know, I did. Went to sleep hungry a couple times. Ate a lot of fish sticks that I don't like. There's only certain fish that I'll eat nowadays. Okay. Food, shelter, warmth. Okay. Those are basic needs. If you went without for a long period of time, your body is in survival. So these are things that we have to work on before we can get to a point where we feel safe enough and can hold those safety feelings to be able to hold space for those safe feelings to feel welcome inside our home. Okay? It's not you. We beat ourselves up and we doubt ourselves and we think something's wrong with us. It is like you have no control. Like you didn't do that to yourself. I mean, some things, yes, certain habits and for a period of time and blah, blah, blah. But when we were younger, a lot of times we didn't do it to ourselves because we didn't ask to be born in certain situations or certain families or certain environments. We adapted. We built this ego that would keep us safe. This personality, these characteristics and these beliefs that we had to develop and we assumed and absorbed through watching others and through those experiences. Now, to be the new person that we want to be, that we feel detached from, that we're separate from, in order to not be separate from that person, like I said, it's really these emotions and feelings because you got to be able to hold them for a long period of time. That person can hold those feelings for a long period of time. We provide that safe space. We're aware of what those emotions are then. That means breaking patterns of belief, of emotional triggers. Like, it's a process, but you give yourself the time, because decades. I don't know how old you are. I'm approaching 40. Okay, you didn't know, I'm approaching 40. Decades of being a certain person, doing certain things with a certain behavior pattern and a certain thought pattern. You can't assume that you're going to change in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years. It's a process. And when you do it, things happen, you learn, you adapt. Hopefully, we can then start to break these loops and these patterns. Don't beat yourself up about not knowing in the past. One, we can't go back there. I saw a man walk on the moon. Did you? I know we were questioning that one in the first place. Did he really land on the moon? Anybody have an answer to that? Because supposedly, I don't know, again, everything's AI nowadays, so who knows? Supposedly the man who did walk on the moon said that we didn't walk on the moon. So I don't know. My nephew told me that there's no scientific evidence that there's extraterrestrials, and I didn't want to argue, so I just left it at that. But we can go into those conversations, but either way, we're going to start here today. I'm not going to go too far. I can go off and start saying all these things and whatnot, but really today I just talked about putting the reps in. You got to start somewhere. Don't beat yourself up from starting from the beginning, from starting from a different place than where you think you should be, or having to start over. That's what I was talking about my handstands, because I got to start over. I'm not going to do it right now. Well, we'll do that next live. All right, in practice, but I need to stretch. I've been sitting down at a desk working on my project, which that's what I'm supposed to be doing right now anyway, while we talking. But they're not from outer space. They're from, you tell me where they're from. I want to talk about it. All right. But yeah, I'm supposed to be working on this project, this thing, this creation that I've been working on for so long. And I've been running into issues with it. And it's been a very frustrating couple of days, to where it's like, I gotta stop. I gotta quit. I gotta say, you know what? It's not happening right now. And I could prolong it another 4 years, because it's been 4 years since I initially had this idea and wanted to start working on this. And then I started making the momentum, and then I hit a wall in every freaking area of this thing. And I can stop, and I can just take it as a sign, and I can say the future. And I can just say, that's it, whatever. But I want it bad, so I'm not stopping. It's going to have to change and adjust. Maybe it needs to. Maybe I'm clinging too tight to what I want it to be, and it needs to be something else. We're going to see, because I'm working on it. I'm excited about it. Like, even if it changes, I'm going to adapt, and we're going to figure this out. Don't worry, I'm going to share with you all. Hopefully, in about a month, we will see what's going on with this thing. But like every single area, it was just like in a matter of hours, they all just started to fall apart. After I had everything approved, and I just spent late nights, I'm talking late nights, a lot of hours sitting at this desk. And I've been working on this thing for over a month now. So not just here, but at my other location, sitting around and all day just working on this project and just all the different aspects. I'm designing. I'm in Adobe Suite, Adobe Illustrator, designing. Okay, I could do Premiere, not that proficient at Illustrator. Well, now I am, because I've been spent I don't know how many hours over the past week designing, redesigning, having to adjust. It's just been so much, and it's all of that for what? Show you, the handstands. Next week, join me next week, Wednesday. I'm gonna do live again for my long form content. If you're on TikTok, I do live every Sunday. Not live. I do long form videos every Sunday and Wednesday, shorts every day, which you see here on TikTok as well. But at this location, now that I have good internet, then I am going to be doing live stream every Wednesday. Maybe different times of Wednesday, I don't know. But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. So we'll say next Wednesday, I'll go ahead and show y'all my handstand, which means I need to stretch. between now and then. So I got 7 days I can stretch. And we're going to see if I can do a handstand. I'm not going to practice it until Wednesday to do a full-on handstand. I'm going to stretch, but I'm not going to actually try to do it. And it's been almost 8 months since I've done a handstand. So I'm starting over. The book was it you're doing? Oh, Caleb. Oh, I hope he's doing good, man. It's been so long. Y'all, I'm talking on YouTube Live. I'm on there as well. And Caleb, yeah, he's in the van life. A lot of van lifers. I got to meet some in person when we were in Arizona at RTR. We go out to BLM land. If y'all don't know, Bureau of Land Management, you can go camp for free up to 14 days and you move and you go to the next one. But they do this huge event for rubber trampers, RTR, Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. People in vans, RVs, Priuses, camping in them, okay? Schoolies, all the things. And you go out to the desert and we're just out there. They do like classes and bonfires and all kind of things. So anyway, that was part of my past life. I'm still part of the community. And I love them and I love the whole idea. And eventually I'll get another one and we'll see what happens. But that's what's going on. I'm talking to people on YouTube that has been following me since my van life time because I lived in an RV, van, RV, house, RV, house, RV, house. Okay. So yeah, I'll be doing handstands next week. I'm not going to do the full handstand until the live next week. I will stretch. Right now, I guess I need to show you an example of what my stretching look like, right? To see, just know I'm stiff because I've been sitting at this desk working on my project, which, like I was saying, I have to redo. And it's not like I want it to be initially for this first run. It'll be okay. I'm doing a pilot run. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all, if y'all are on here right now, you hear it first. Thank you for joining me, TikTok and YouTube. Okay. I am doing a pilot of my project, which means first founding people that will participate in this is going to be a part of something legendary, first of all. Okay, this is a pilot run. I'm going to ask people, those of you who receive this product, to be a part of the pilot, which means you need to give me your results, I'm just going to say your results. You can say your review, your testimonial, whatever you want from it. And that's going to be part of data. And it will help so many people from that. Okay. But I need to have data. People call this science. Okay. I need to have data to give to people to show that things work, that things are true. Right? Because you only listen to somebody in a white coat. You only listen to somebody who has a published journal or something like that. There's someone who backs the person. And so in order to do that, we need some evidence, right? So if you want to be a part of the pilot, if you want to be a part of the evidence, stick around. Go ahead and follow, subscribe, wherever you're at. Okay. And don't worry, because I'm still working on this. So it's going to be a little bit, at least a month, maybe a month and a half before I put it out there and you'll actually see what I'm talking about. I'm trying to figure out how I want to share this online, how I really want to show what I'm creating and what it's going to do. But we'll get there. We'll get there. But just know I'm working on something. It will be great. You can be a part of this pilot program. So stick around if you want to do that and you want to help me out and we're going to do something great. But I need people to actually give me their opinion. Okay? I don't want people to just, you can support me. I love that. I have a book that you can buy to support me now on my website, bornvital.com. BORNVITAL. bornvital.com. Okay? That's my latest book right there. But we're not talking about that. We can. One day you can ask me about it, DM me, message me, go to the website if you want to learn about it. Okay? It's not about that. But you can support that way. There's a lot of different ways you can support, donate, whatever you want to do. If you want to donate, that'd be great because I'm running into issues with manufacturers. But it's all good. And if you were on my last live, you know that I am putting in my last bit that I can on this. So I'm betting it all on this. I'm betting it all. But you will see, and you will see the journey, and you will be able to hopefully experience it as well. So if you are truly a person who feels burned out, who is stressed, who's under a lot of pressure, I have something for you. So stick around for that. And yeah, great things. Either way, I'm going to get off of here because I need to get this completed so I can send it back and see what we can do. I'm having to make a huge adjustment, but there's a reason for it. Felt like I was talking about earlier on my YouTube, how I was talking to my friend today, and it's like, man, we try and do everything right and all these things, and it just feels like you take 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Like it feels suffocating. It feels like I was talking quicksand. It feels like we're in quicksand. No matter how hard we go, I feel like we're just going down further. And it's so frustrating. So frustrating. Again, especially if you're trying to do something right and you're trying to work towards something, like why? Why is it not working? And I always say it, so I'm practicing what I preach, and I remind myself of these things. So whenever you see my content too, it's because I've been dealing with it recently. There's purpose in the pause. There's purpose in the pause. There's purpose in the pause. Okay? There's purpose in the pause. What do you do during the pause? You're going to keep struggling and fighting it and fussing and being frustrated? What are we doing? Now, depending on your situation, something may be more urgent than others. Sometimes it's just us wanting things faster than they're happening. Sometimes it's us wanting different emotions than what we have, which means we need to change our state. Talking about this, I kind of went off in a different way, but how do we feel inside? What do we feel in here? What is the energy in our body? What are we feeling? And I saw somebody post something about their nervous system regulation or something on TikTok, and somebody had commented and said, well, what do you mean? Because the guy said, hey, stop. Stop what you're doing right now. Stop what you're doing right now. Feel your fingertips. And the person in the comments said, how do you do that? What do you mean feel my fingertips? Like this? Like take your other hand and feel it? You could. What does that feel like? I like to do this. Feel your fingertips. You can do that. This is taking the present moment and only focusing on that. What does that feel like? It's kind of flat, pressing, what feels a little warm. We can do that. But I believe that the guy on the video was talking about without touching it physically. Can you feel your fingertips? What does your fingertips feel like? That means you have to bring awareness to what's happening in that area. That means you pause for a second. Pause what you're doing right now. And of course, I like to breathe. So we breathe for a second. You're going to breathe with me real quick. I'm going to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth. What do we feel? We just pause for a moment. Just take a moment to slow down. Slow down. We don't need to press the gas. The gasolina. Okay, we don't need to do that all the time. It's okay to pause. But we feel like we need to be doing something. We want to be somewhere that we're not right now, which means be. I'll show you this one. Well, you can see it might be backwards. Be here now. Be where you are right now. You trying to be somewhere else? Pause. Breathe. Okay? Just realign for a moment. Reset. Maybe we need to write things down. Dump it out. I just went to the Dollar Tree. I walked down to the Dollar Tree. I don't have a vehicle right now. And got me these little poster boards. I can carry it. Might be from my collage. Not a big poster board. Okay, you can roll it up, carry it with you. But I just got this easier to carry. And it's, what, 4 in a pack? 6 in a pack. You get 6. And what I would do, and I've done this before, get painter's tape or little pins, any type of tape at your house, do what you want to do. I put it on the wall if I had space. And then I would write. Or get you a whiteboard. I love a good whiteboard. I just have a little small one. Got from the $1.25 tree. And dump out everything on your head. Now, I say there's 6 in there, and you can piece it, and you can say personal, career. You could say relationships or family, and health. You can do all these different categories. And I put it on the wall because it makes it a bit more interactive, okay, than just writing on a little piece of paper or writing on my iPad or typing it on the computer. I write. It's called scribing, okay, or scripting. You want to physically do this? Write it out. Get you some markers, pen, pencil, whatever you got. Use what you got. But I like index cards. I got those too. Okay, I got these Post-it notes. I'm running low on this one. Okay, write on it. Put it up so you can see it. You can move things around. And just dump out everything that's on your head. If you can't move forward, purpose in a pause. Maybe I could pause and look at everything differently. How can I approach this differently? What's a different way? Because we think it can only be this one way. Like, that's my project. That's what I was doing. I said I was going to get off here. My food has gotten cold. Okay, talking to y'all. So I'm going to get off here in a minute. But I could be forcing this project, what I'm trying to create. And I had this vision. It was now time to do it. I'm executing. I put all this time and effort and energy into making it how I want it. And now they're telling me I can't do it like that. I had already ran into some stuff first off bat. And I was like, ooh, solution. Boom. Going in this direction. You know what? Not where I wanted to be, but it'll work for now. Let's get it done. Ship it. Right? Pat Flynn says that. Ship it. Okay? Then I got it all done. Spent the late nights, all these things. Thought I was done. It's in their hands now. No. They messaged me, like I said, back to back. It was the different ones for different things. They all were like, oh, wait. This ain't work. This not going to work. Nope. Can't do that. Wait a second. We didn't know about this. Wait a second. Actually, it's this. Now, everything that I did, I now have to redo. That's when I started to really get into Illustrator because I had no choice. I can't pay someone to do it. Not right now. Hey, good thing I just got my subscription back for Adobe Suite and I actually have it. Good thing. I kind of dabbled in it a little bit and it's easy for me to pick up on those things. And so I was able to do it. Plus, if I needed to, I could search a YouTube video and watch it and kind of figure it out. But, it still took time to do that. And it was frustrating. Did I really want to get up and do this thing that I'm not good at? It was uncomfortable. And do it for hours and stare at this computer screen for hours to do something. That I thought I was done with? No, I didn't want to do that. But I want the thing more than I care about that uncomfortableness of sitting at this desk, at this chair for hours staring at this computer screen and staying up late. I want that more. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what I got to do. And then come to find out now, like I said, the last day or two has been so frustrating. Y'all, I'm standing on my grounding mat right here. It's in slid. This has been cold, so this is the way I can ground myself while I stay inside and not go outside. But there too, it's been very frustrating, because then I found out some big news about this thing that has kept me, like the last month, I've been working so much on this. Then find out last minute, okay, I need to make some adjustments, like completely redo the whole thing. I did that, and then now I find out some jokers want to double the price for the one thing. Anyway, then what do you do? Sit there and be frustrated, be upset, be mad, don't do it. Say, oh, well, I guess that's it. I can do a lot of things. or we can figure out a solution to keep things moving forward. But what it looks like is it's going to look different than what I wanted it to be. Like I said, maybe there's a reason behind it. I saw a complete devastation and ending of things. This was supposed to, and it is a pilot run, which is what I was talking about. So it's just the beginning of it. So it might not look the best, but I'm going to put it out there. We're going to see. The whole thing is the results that it gives. It's not the look of it. That can be improved later. But this does change like a portion of it. But I think that it actually, now looking at it, now that I've dealt with the emotions of the frustration and the anger and sadness and whatever was coming up, that it is actually for the better. And it actually positions it in a different way. So just approaching it differently. And so if I keep trying to force the thing that wasn't working, sometimes you do. You keep on going. I'm not saying give up, which I'm not giving up. It just means the approach needs to be different. You just stop struggling and forcing in one direction. I turned around and found out there was a daggone tree branch. I could have pulled myself up out that quicksand. But I didn't because I was looking this way the whole time. But I turn around and see, oh, wait. Well, yeah, there's another solution. I didn't think about it. I mean, that's actually getting assistance and help. I'd rather get out myself, Miss Independent. Okay? But there was a tree branch right there. And anyway, analogies. We don't need to use analogies. All I did was reassess what I was doing and see how I could approach it differently to reduce cost. And that's what I'm doing, which means I have to go redo this whole design one more time. But we're going to go with it and we're going to see what happens. Like I said, my food is cold. It smells good. I've probably been on here. I'm on YouTube. Dang, an hour and 12 minutes. First of all, those of you who are watching, shout out to y'all. I do appreciate it. Let me drink something because y'all should have told me, look, next time you got to tell me drink my water. Y'all just sitting there watching me and ain't tell me. TikTok, y'all don't be talking to me. I done got on here. All right. I was supposed to be working while I was doing this, but I didn't talking. And if you know me, and it's so funny. I'm doing it. Like I keep saying I'm done. I feel like I'm the pastor in the church, or I'm that one family member that won't leave. I get to the front door and I'm still talking. We get to the car, I'm still talking. But here's the thing: if people meet me in person, they're like, "You talk a lot online." Yeah, that's because I ain't got nobody in front of me. And well, I do. I mean, I'm talking to y'all. It's cool, but I got something to say right now. Usually, to conserve my energy, I can't say but so much in person because I'm using energy to maneuver, remove, and be aware and all kind of other stuff. So, and I just be chilling. I don't need to talk in person like that. I'm on here. Obviously, I feel like I need to be talking because I got a camera pointed at me. And are you not entertained? Okay, like why else would you be watching me? I know people fall asleep on here and you watch people eat, which I mean I might just dig into this again, but I don't want to just have somebody just watching me just to watch me do nothing. So I kind of just get on here and start talking. Plus, I enjoy these topics and things like that. So I will continue to do that. That's why I have YouTube and I'm on here. Okay. But yeah, if nobody has any questions, anything you want to talk about other than the man on the moon. Oh yeah, you took some of those messages away. But what was I gonna say a minute ago? I don't know. Either way, I know I'm gonna write my planner because I need to stretch so I can do my handstands next Wednesday for y'all. I'm gonna do it. Y'all will see. I gotta figure out how. I guess try and do it over here. I have to take that down. I'll take the bow down and do it there. All right, y'all. If you're on YouTube, you can't see me eating. On TikTok, y'all can see me eating. Well, I ain't got nothing else. Y'all had me for an hour. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Follow. Okay. I'm on YouTube Live. I'm on TikTok Live. Okay. I will be doing this next Wednesday. And I will practice my handstand after 8 months of not doing a handstand. And all I'm going to do between now and Wednesday is stretch. Because my hamstrings ain't, look, I don't know if y'all can see me. I'm just trying to show y'all my flexibility. I'm not very flexible right now. Here, it's my chair. All right. Look, I needed assistance, first of all, to get my leg up. Not a straight line. I need to stretch. Okay? Ooh. Terrible. No, it's not terrible. I won't say that. I need to stretch. Okay? We just will say that. I need to stretch. I will stretch. I'm sitting down a lot. I used to stand up at work all the time. And so now that I'm not, I'm sitting down at a desk on the computer. I need to make time to get up and move and stretch. So I have been doing my Qigong, my lymphatic draining and movement and stuff the past couple of days in the morning. But we're going to get some real good stretching in. Okay, over this next week. But I hope y'all are good. Thank y'all for joining me if you did. Today's topic, if you're just joining, was putting the reps in. Repetition. In any area of your life, it takes repetition, which means practice. It means practice. I posted a video on TikTok. It was an old one from like 2023. And I was saying how focus on your breath. Go slow. When I was talking about working out. When you do that, the time difference from going from where you are now to where you want to be, it'll go by fast. It feels like it goes by faster because you're not focusing on the separation. You're focusing on where you're at right now. When you do that, you get closer to the thing. That separation becomes smaller, and you stand present right here. And now you're putting the reps in. You fall in love with the process, as they say, which means you find some sort of enjoyment in it. You make it a habit. You said on here on YouTube, Snow Devs, you said muscle memory. Once you have that, it becomes easier. It may not always be fun, but it does become easier. You find how you like to do things, how to maneuver, what to look out for, all the things. You find out what times of the day is better. Repetition. But building that consistency will then build confidence in yourself, self-trust in yourself. If we do it consistently, okay, repetition. Find your internal rhythm. What do you really want? Come into alignment, okay? Be in the present moment more. Repetition. Put the reps in. That's a rhythm, right? It's repeating something over a period of time and holding that. I don't think I can hold this for that long. Oh, maybe I can. Okay, that's a rhythm, right? It's repetition. Find your rhythm and repeat it over a period of time. You will get results from it. You quit too early because it don't look good. It's not pretty. It's uncomfortable. You don't have confidence in yourself and trust in yourself, so you start to have those mental loops and you psych yourself out. When you start, you got to catch yourself. You have to do that. Catch yourself. When you notice that you're doing it, you don't beat yourself up and say, oh, here we go again. You just say, nope, not today. They say to name your internal monologue or whatever. Not today, Lola. Sorry to Lola's out there. Not today, Lola. We not doing it. Nope. Go talk to somebody else. Not here. You're not going to look in that mirror and say, what we are going to do is maybe today's not the best day, but tomorrow we can get it in. All right. So today is not your best day. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Maybe you need rest. Maybe you need to create something. Move your body. Write things down. Whatever it is for you. Do some sort of an action or emotion. Get up. Don't be sitting around. Get up and move. But if you're anxious, you might need to sit down. You might need to slow your breathing down a bit, okay? But if you're feeling depressed, sad, whatever, you need to move your body. You need to get some action behind you. Light a little fire up under you. Nobody else is going to do it. You got to do it. Put some music on. Whatever it is for you. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm really going to get off here this time. Thank you all to those of you who stuck around, who jumped in and out. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to finish this cold food and put my work in on this project. So y'all stick around, follow, subscribe, all the good things, because I would love for you all to be a part of this with me. And I would love for those of you who feel stressed and burnt out and like nothing's working to be a part of this. And let me know, how it helps you. Okay? All right? And I use these things too. So this is why I'm sharing it. But yeah. Happy hump day. I'm getting off of here. Wait, how do I? Oh, here. Been a minute since I've been on here. All right, y'all. I'm getting off of here. Continue to shine on. Till next Wednesday, when I do my handstands, I'm going to be stretching. Okay? And then we're going to attempt to do some handstands once again after 8 months of not doing it. So, y'all take care. Till next time, shine on.